resistance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single...
There we go! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry up. Now the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Got room on the return. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Got the first down, looking for more. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Cornhuskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Caught behind the line. It's Napier. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. What a great job they've done in Big Ten. To this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you want them to be. You want them to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've...
See if they keep leaning on this running game. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's Moore. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Wide receiver going in motion. Lost to throw again. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. second down. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Gashing the knee on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Offense changing the play. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So first down here as they go back to work. Using his legs, it's Hansen. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle, it's Napier. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Husker. He'll try to tack on one more.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Haynes. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another kick.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. When you think about guys like Trev Alvarez, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot, those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you're
going deep. And it won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Got it in the middle. It's Bonner. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Bears the pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize. Not pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Nebraska. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Coming out with it, it's Morgan. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Going right to work up top. Quick spin on the line. He smashes his way through again. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. a huge scramble. He slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Looking to get it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And the Huskers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Takes it past the marker. They corral it at the 11-yard line. Chains will move as they try to put one up before the break. Now the offense has it 1st and 10 from its own 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Hines is back in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll run play action. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the shotgun, the inside kid. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
To the air, it's Underwood. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense knew coming into the 2nd half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. He is not going to get the with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get it.
He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got out of trouble and throws. The sure hands, it's Napier. Oh, out of space. Out of bounds at the 32, and the chunk play has this offense moving. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Turning it on! He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Rides the back and leaves it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Going over the top. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Good timing on the quick out. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave...
There he goes! Touchdown, Husker! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Under fire. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch right at the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job at play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks.
Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Toss sweep to the right. Creates a little room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Nebraska! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Well, Little Red red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, have it, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Bringing it back. The ball pops out on the return. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Looking to throw on first down. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn over on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you failed. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to Johnson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Raiola. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhusker! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. leads on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. In the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Makes the grab. It's eyes. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Cornhuskers are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. They turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. He'll make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5.
1st down for the offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Snagged in the middle, it's Morgan.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tight.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. A couple guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Huskers have themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield. It's Eyes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. Pulls it in on the right. He's loose. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, The possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching. And I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.